In the next 7 minutes, I'm going to be giving you my top 2 most powerful digital tools or assets that have helped me to close better. In fact, these 2 assets have literally increased my closing rate by as much as 70%. And this is real. My name is Raymond Ijoma, and I am the lead facilitator of the Fortreal Rei Ltd Academy right here in Nigeria. And then what we're doing here is to give you as many tips as possible, sales tips that can help you to be able to close consistently. Now, selling real estate consistently, note, consistently, is real. It's not a hype. It is possible, and you too can achieve it. And by consistently, I mean regularly, right? I mean often. And of course, the last is P, which is predictably, right? I call it PRO. Predictable, regular, and often, right? You can sell real estate consistently. What you need is the right knowledge and the right skill. If you have these 2, you definitely can be able to sell real estate consistently. That's what we're doing here at the basic level. And if you're interested in going into deeper conversation and understanding in depth how to sell real estate consistently and also be able to build a sustainable and successful real estate brand, then of course, I highly recommend our paid program. And if you're interested in that, the number to reach out to is right on your screen. Now let's get right into the conversation. But just before then, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, let me know in the comment section how this video helps you, and most importantly, share this particular video with that friend of yours, that relative of yours that you'd want to learn more about selling real estate consistently. Now, my very first, let me start from the second. My second key top tool that has helped me to close better and increase my closing rate is what I call your lead management tool, right? LMT. Now, your lead management tool can be CRM, which is your customer. So there's a software referred to as CRM, right? Or the concept of CRM, right? Which can have different softwares attached to it, right? So your lead management tool can either be a software application or a diary. Now, I started off using a diary. In other words, and I pretty much still use diaries a whole lot. Forgive me, I'm old, right? In other words, I prefer manual stuff. So I usually would prefer a diary where I write my leads and then I can track them from there. But if you can use softwares, other softwares that can help you manage HubSpot, there are a number of them, right? You can just check out, just type CRM on CRM tools, right? Just check them on the internet and you'll be able to get alternatives that can help you manage your leads. Now, there are 2 problems that come with following up clients. First, when you have less leads, right? Of course, I mean, time will fail me to go into a lot of explanations, right? But let me go straight to the point. When you have less leads, right, usually what happens is that you do what I refer to as over follow-up. And when you have a lot of leads, right, what happens is that you mismanage follow-up. And by mismanaging follow-up, you over follow up the person who doesn't need follow-up, and you inadequately follow up the person that actually needs follow-up. And then that is where I have the 80-20 principle. Now, the idea of this rule is meant to teach you who to follow up bumper to bumper and who to nurture, who to just follow up and give some level of gentle touch and gentle reminder. And what will help you to determine or qualify a client to put him in his right category is your CRM or lead management tool, as I prefer to call it, right? With your lead management tool, you have conversations. So let me see if I can rule and tell you how to put it together, right? So for me, right, I generally have it as this. I have the name of the client, the moment they reach out, right? What's the name of the client? The next is how did the client reach out to you? By what means did the client reach out to you? And then next is what's the client's interest? Next is what are our conversations, right? Inspection, is there inspection or not? Then closing, when did it close, and other things, right? So just create as much space as possible so that you know what to do per time, your conversation with the client per time. Again, your software can help you do this, but either way, the idea is that if you want to increase your closing rate, you must, emphasis on the word must, have lead management tools that help you to manage your client. There's something that we're missing here, which is qualifying your clients, right? Because when you qualify them, it helps you to know the category to put them in. And of course, whether they're going to be in the 80 category or going to be in the 20 category. But I'll do a video for that separately. Or you look out for my book, which is on the way. In fact, it's literally close by. In a few months, it's going to be in the public domain. All right. So that's the first thing that you must pay attention to if you want to close consistently or you want to increase your closing rate, because most times we have enough leads, The problem is that we don't know how to nurture the prospect into making them close. All right. And the second thing that, or the very first one now, is WhatsApp. Yes, you're surprised. A number of persons are going to be surprised, but I tell you for free, WhatsApp has increased my closing rate. In fact, it has been my primary lead nurturing tool. Number one, right? Because from there, and more specifically, my WhatsApp status, from there, I have been able to nurture leads to prospects and nurture prospects to clients. This has been my primary tool, and I use it well, use it intentionally, and use it in a way that it has helped my career, it has helped my closing rate. For a whole lot of realtors, especially if you have been getting leads, your problem is seated right under qualification and under lead management. If you're not able to properly manage them accordingly in a way that helps you to know what to do part-time with each client, you will definitely keep reducing your closing rate. But with these two tools, I have been able to increase my closing rate, and I know you too can be able to do that. Is my free and basic conversation with you today. I hope that you get my book, and of course, if you are interested in going for a visual course or video courses, you can reach out to the number right on your screen. We have a number of courses which are displaying on your screen right now. My name again is Raymond Ijoma, and I am the lead facilitator of the Fortreal Real Estate Academy. Right here, we're building and raising millionaires who know how to sell real estate consistently. I know that you can literally be able to build wealth through selling real estate. And if you're interested, this is the time to reach out to the number on your screen. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.